rolling hills. But when the rain falls heavily, the peaceful stream may spill. The crowd is a mighty river, crashing as it roars. By night they storm the castle walls, by day they mine the stores. Crowd turns into a throng now, the throng becomes a mob. The beast with many faces is not one to spare the rod. The mob's got something to say now, a chance and burn the witch. There's no roof for the tower, there's no bottom to the pit. Now is the time to buy. The time to buy is now. The mob is eternally hungry, a frightful, fickle beast. The mob will send you justice through the mail, piece by piece. The mob takes on its true form, its ear perks into the wind. A twig will snap and centuries of chaos will begin. Now is the time to sell. The time to sell is now.
All right, so this is the body, and my question to you is, what do you want to do with the neck, given that this is all we have to work with for the neck? And I've been trying to figure out, like, it's just not enough to do an angled headstock. You know what I mean? We could do a scarf joint,
Yeah.
but then everything that we have in place for truss rods is going to be different. Everything we have in place for everything's just going to be different. So the only thing that I can think of is to do a scooped out style headstock. But I still want to leave this as thick as it can possibly be, which is what, like just over 1 inch.
Well, I measured it, but I didn't actually pay attention. Yeah, it's a tick over 1.
So, but I mean, it still has to, it's still got some checks and marks in it, so it's going to have to be.
Yeah, so it'll be probably 1 or
maybe
slightly
even less.
Yeah, yeah.
So my thought is to take the standard Firebird style headstock and shrink it and make it a little less like a Gibson Firebird and make it slightly more original than this, but basically keep this whole idea, but smaller. It doesn't need to be this gigantic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think if you shortened up this part here a little bit, that would make
And I
it
think
look
if we
a
made
little
this,
less.
if we made it a little slimmer, we could do it without having to glue any like little tit on there.
Yeah. Yeah, this right there especially, if that was, although we pretty much have to have that to get to this, huh?
Well, I think what we could do is we could slim it out here too.
Yeah.
And maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The problem with this whole trademark of the headstock thing is you get it too round and Fender bitches. You get it too much like this and Gibson's gonna bitch.
Yeah.
And since it's going to the NAMM show where they're both gonna be,
Gibson won't be there.
I mean, it is. Here's the thing. For as much as I like stirring the shit pot with people online, I really don't. There's something tacky about directly copying somebody's headstock for You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's try.
I personally don't have a problem with it because we're directly copying the body. So.
And I don't know which part of the Gibson thing is trademarked. I don't even know if any of
I
the
bet you none of this
non-reverse
is. Yeah,
shit
I bet you
is.
none of this is. So.
Well, I'm
'Cause
sure.
the only reason I think they trademark anything at this point or re-trademark
Yeah.
it is because it's popular.
And they're making it, like this,
And
yeah, the double reverse.
nobody's
is gonna
selling
make
a whole
comeback
bunch.
anytime
So.
soon. The other question that I have for you is, what do you want to do for neck joint? Because I still want to use a brain surgery bridge, which is going to mean I want it to be angled. But I don't know if we want to do a mortise and tin-on neck joint, or if we want to just do like our standard neck joint. The nice thing about doing a mortise is we don't have to worry about where how the neck fits and you know what I mean. It might actually be a little more. It actually goes almost all the way to here.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got.
So I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal to me
I think
to
we gotta
do.
just make it as easy as we can make it.
Well, I'm not sure if the mortise isn't the easiest thing to do.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know. The other. I mean, this is basically good. We could just put this on here and then fit the thing and be done.
Yeah.
But I don't. Okay. So are you okay with doing the scooped thing and keeping this easy instead of hacking it all up and gluing it together?
Yeah.
Are you okay? And are you okay with a slight redesign of something like this? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I think just because you need to make it fit this, that's
yeah.
not a bad way to go.
So really, all we really need to figure out is how we want to do.
Boy, yeah, you only have to make it a tiny bit smaller.
Yeah. And I think that would kind of look cool too to have it be.
So how far apart are these in comparison to a fender?
They're actually pretty close.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
it
think
looks
they're-
longer,
Yeah, and it's quite a bit longer. I think
and I wonder, I don't want to have to put a string tree on it.
these are only 7/8 apart.
7/8.
So yeah. So I mean, I
Yeah,
think
fender template.
we do. So there's quite a bit.
Because that
There's
was,
quite a bit of meat here that's
Yeah.
extra, and there's way more meat. Now here's the other thing. I don't want to do just a telly headstock on here,
No,
but,
dopey.
but we could probably. That doesn't actually look bad. Just do that, and then all this goes away. You don't like it?
No, because this is what we use on.
On the daily drive.
on the
Well, yeah, but
driver.
it's got
What
a,
I'm afraid of is that this is going to end up looking like
a
neck guitar,
Telecaster
and
neck.
I don't want to
yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Which is another reason I
So-
think. Another reason I kind of want to make a mortise in here rather than a regular
Yeah.
fender neck is that doesn't look like we fucking bought an all parts neck and stuck
Yeah.
it on there.
Yeah.
The other thing is I want to figure out. I still want to do truss rod access through the back of the
Oh yeah.
of the heel here.
Yeah. Yeah, so if this was the end of your neck, you'd want your truss rod to stop about, somewhere in this area.
Yeah,
probably,
yeah,
With
so-
access through this and through this.
So I mean, we could maybe, but man, you got to remember. I think if we went with a little shorter truss rod, because
Yeah.
you're not going to actually move the heel part. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're only going to move but that might work. And the access could be further back in the body than it doesn't have to be exactly
Yeah.
mirror.
I'm still wondering if it was like this, if we couldn't figure out a way to make it accessible using this exact truss rod, not one of those.
Well, let's
others.
try to do that then,
Yeah.
and see what we come up with.
I'm still having a hard time visualizing what that's going to look like, but I think we could.
Okay. Well,
Well, let's take a neck that we already have a truss rod that's there, and
another option is we could extend. It doesn't have to be a Gibson scale. It could be a Fender scale, and then all of a sudden we get a little more room to work with a slightly longer rod.
yeah,
Or
let's not do that. Let's just
we could make it a baritone.
yeah, 27-inch scale.
Hey,
There
okay.
you go. That's not fraught with peril.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we can figure out how to access that from the back.
Okay. Yeah.
It'll be weird with being glued in, but yeah. it'll be cool.
Okay. All right.
Is this the part where we fight?
I'll fight you all goddamn day.
Gonna play my guitar the